Have a look at brutal Bertil Fox. This is him at the 1983 Mr. Olympia event, and to say he was jacked would be an understatement for sure. He was clearly the fan favorite. People were hooting and hollering for him to get a victory here at the 1983 Mr. Olympia event. He went pose for pose with Samir Bannout. Both of those guys were definitely on, among some other guys too, but at the end of the night, Samir Bannout won the title. And it wasn't even Bertil Fox in second. It was Mohamed Makaway. In fact, when the smoke cleared, Bertil Fox, he lost also to Lee Haney, an up-and-coming Lee Haney, and a fading away Frank Zane. He placed fifth. The audience went insane with boos, filled the auditorium in Germany with, just like I said, boos. Everybody was booing when they announced Bertil Fox in fifth. Can you imagine? Everybody thought he was going to win. And Bertil himself was visibly shaken. He was upset. Looked like he was, holding back anger. Definitely holding back anger. So today, that was quite an intro. Today we're gonna do our best picture for picture between Samir Bannout, and we're gonna see who was better. And I will start this one. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Picture comparisons are what they are. You're not gonna be able to tell exactly unless you were there, and the older pictures are even worse. But I promise you, this is gonna be a fun one anyway. Front double bicep pose does not show the whole physiques. I looked at other versions of them, their entire physiques for sizing, things of that nature. Bertil had shorter legs, longer torso. Samir was a short torsoed man, long-legged, and that ultimately I think made his legs look much more large. They look better than Bertil Fox's in any comparison. As well as his V-taper, Samir's. Samir has the better lats. Definitely Bertil needed some work on his posing. But Bertil, he's not leaving Samir Bannout alone in this one. He is taking him out in the arm department. Look at those heart-shaped biceps of Bertil. That's incredible. So at the end of the day, some would say it's a robbery. Bertil should definitely win this pose. If you could only see the arms, I would agree with you. But seeing the entire physique, it's a matchup, guys. Here's the front lat spread, and contrary to maybe common belief, Bertil Fox had an outstanding V-taper. It was the posing, I think, that held him back. But in a shot like this, he really had it down. He had the lats showing. But at the end of the day, is he defeating Samir Bannout? It's tilted a little bit thousely for Samir, making it slightly unfair. But I think we could have enough to go on to say that it's a matchup, even out of the first two shots. Now turn to the side here. Now Bertil, hold on a second. I don't think this is from the 83 Olympia. I think it's from the year prior. He is stacked. Look at that upper body. But like I said, not 83, not fair to use. So let's slap on some clay. And wow, Bertil was, like I said, jacked. He had those great big heart-shaped biceps. Where's his heart on his sleeve? That's funny. Samir has elongated biceps. Maybe not as effective as your Bertil Fox in the upper body. Big man's chest, though. Bertil has a bit of a split in his pec, which can hurt you or help you, depending. I don't know if it's going to help you much, but Samir more perfect and Bertil more muscular in the upper body. Not the lower half, though. You got to look at the lower half as well. Side tricep pose, again, an example where you have to be vigilant on all the muscle aspects. Conditioning, I'll be honest, conditioning you looked at the close up at the front lat spread, you could see Samir and the quads a little bit more separated. Hard to tell with this shot. Bertil's midsection looks great. But man, oh man, the arms of Bertil, the tricep, that was beef. He was beefing it up. And yes, I think maybe Samir does have the better chest. Look at that. Incredible. So place him fifth, place him second. Would he have still lost? The back shot. Hold on a second. This is not from 83 for Bertil Fox, so it's not fair to use. I've seen some screenshots or some video footage of Bertil, and he seemed to have some difficulty opening up in the rear lat spread, which was funny because his front lat spread was pretty A-okay. Samir's back lat spread, might get the Bannouites after me, or Samirites, but his back lat spread, not the best. It's pretty good, thick, muscular. He's got the Christmas tree, enough to defeat Bertil Fox. Calves, Bertil had some of the best calves in bodybuilding. Samir's were rockin' too. They were rockin' too. Here's the rear double. A much better shot for Bertil Fox than the rear lat. The Bertil Fox rear double by, throw them arms in the equation. You could see some conditioning. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. But do you hear people say, top 10, top 5 rear double buys of all time? You're going to hear them say Samir Bannout. This is probably not even the most flattering picture of all, but I think we're all tired of seeing that exact same picture of his back double by. There are other ones like this that show that, yes, he was an incredible specimen. Even in a blurry shot like this, I see a Christmas tree all day long. Whether it's on December 25th or not, there's a Christmas trees, baby, please. Proper. Here is the thigh and abs shot. Have you ever heard it called that before? Me neither. Yes, Bertil looks great. He's a beast, for sure. And these pictures are pretty close up. You can really gauge that Samir, he was slightly tighter, I think, judging by pictures. Like I said, you have to be there to really see. But I mean, Samir is slightly tighter. Here is the side by each of the order that I have. All I did was split the pictures in two, and then put Samir on the left side, not on the right side. And that actually makes Samir's upper body look better, considering that he probably has the better wheels. He probably is taking away the abs and thigh from brutal Bertil Fox. So, in conclusion, Bertil Fox was great. Did he deserve a better spot than fifth? I think so. I don't think there's enough pictures around of all the other gentlemen to do a proper top 5 comparison. But dare I say, and here's a nice little crab position to end this one off with. Dare I say, most musculars don't count, by the way. They're not mandatories, but I don't think that would change it anyway. I think Samir is just a little bit too perfect. He's just a little bit too much. Fan favorite, yes, Bertil Fox. I'd cheer for him too, if I was at the auditorium. But man, oh man, Bertil Fox was so gosh darn dry. Look at that. And he had some muscle attachments that nobody in the history of bodybuilding ever had, nor maybe ever will. Well, that's not true. If he existed, there will be others. There will be another Ronnie Coleman at some point in time, if it goes long enough. But sacrilege, maybe. They'll never forget Ronnie. They'll never forget Bertil Fox, nor Samir Bannout. So 5th place, maybe a bit of a stretch. Could have at least beat Frank Zane or, oh my goodness, Muhammad Makaway, very small. But the thing of it is, lads and lattices, I still think Samir wins. Physique contest. But back then, it was more than a physique contest. You not only had to win the physique contest, but they placed a great deal of emphasis, baby please, on the posing, the presentation. And in that world, Bertil Fox was subpar at best. $1 million physique with a $5 operation for a posing routine. And these other guys, Muhammad Makaway, He went out and danced, for goodness sakes. Take a dance on this, take a dance on that. So yeah, might upset some of the Foxites, but Samir Bannout can rest easy. He is the 1983 Mr. Olympia champion. Nobody will ever take that away from him. Have a great one, guys. Get this video up to, I don't know, 400 likes, and that'll make my day. Have a great one.
Al, what are you doing? How about subscribing to my channel, please? And if you're bored, if you're in the mood, you can check out my latest video. It is a good one. And there's a whole bunch of videos in this playlist all stacked together. So, you can watch every pose. Another one over here too. 1, 2, 3, diddly dee.